Hi everyone. This is our QBCS podcast series focusing on AI in retail. Our first episode will focus on fundamental concepts of AI and applications for retailers. My name is Peter Beck. I'm a senior consultant at QBCS and I am here today with Gabor, who is the founder and CEO of QBCS. Hi Gabor.
Thank you, Peter. This is an exciting time in retail. There's a lot of change happening in technology. AI is evolving at an exponential rate. And one of our missions at QBCS is to explore new technologies that could impact both retailers and consumers. And there's nothing more exciting today than the evolution of AI. And what we wanted to do is take a concrete hands-on look on the available tools that are out there today and explore what they can actually do versus what some of their descriptions promise, just to validate what retailers today could benefit from using this kind of technology and these kind of tools. So I'm looking forward to our upcoming series and the exploration that we're about to embark on.
Thank you, Gabor. My first question is a general one. What is AI?
So AI, in a nutshell, are, not to make it too complicated, thinking machines. And there has been a lot of terminology in the industry for the last several years about machine learning, artificial intelligence. So it can be a bit confusing, but the underlying idea is that computers could be used to model the way a human brain works and how human thought produces results at the end of the day. And so could we get a computer system to do what we do in a nutshell? So all the research and development that has been done in this field is what's generally referred to as AI, artificial intelligence. What's unique and interesting about this field is that the calculating power of computers, if you will, how many calculations they can do per second, has been evolving ever since the invention of the microtransistors at an exponential rate. That's referred to as Moore's law. And what's interesting about that is that every year and a half, the calculating capacity and power of computers doubles. And given that this is an exponential function, its pace of evolution is getting quicker and quicker as time goes by. And this evolution in the physical capacity of computers has enabled artificial intelligence to evolve to a point where it's actually today relevant for our lives. Whereas in the past, 10, 20 years ago, this was something that mostly existed in theory. Today, a lot of these capabilities and solutions that are publicly available are becoming so powerful that they are actually meaningful and useful in our lives, whether we are looking for information, looking for some sort of logical thinking, or any kind of help in our day-to-day activities.
What types of AI are there?
So generally speaking, there are two types of AI that science differentiates today. One of them is referred to as general AI, and the other one is referred to as narrow AI. What's important to keep in mind in terms of definitions is that general AI is what describes human-like thinking, which includes creative thinking, coming up with solutions to a problem that you actually don't know the solution to. You analyze the problem, break it down to components, experiment and explore with different types of solutions, and then find one that works. But this solution may not have been known before, at least to you. So this is a type of creative thinking that is typically much slower than the instinctive side of the brain or quick reaction side of the brain, which is a pattern matching mechanism. If you see a certain type of situation, that you've seen before, that you've learned before, the brain can recognize that and apply a pre-existing, pre-known solution. This is a pattern matching based mechanism, and it can be something as simple as back in Stone Age times, walking in the savannas and seeing a predator, and upon recognizing that, you don't analyze that situation and stop to think about it, you run immediately. Quick reaction. This is a narrow intelligence, and in AI this is called narrow intelligence. What's important to understand that a lot of the AI that exists today is actually this category. So AI today can process and learn an immense amount of information and be very useful by providing answers that it has learned in that information that it has consumed. That's a pattern matching algorithm. The general AI that looks at a problem that no one knows the solution to and will analyze it, come up with solutions, etc., today is very premature, as far as we know. Doesn't quite yet exist, but of course ongoing evolution and research is happening to create such an intelligence as well, because again it can be tremendously useful to our lives. But again, at the moment, generally speaking, the AI that's out there is narrow intelligence. It's pattern matching. It won't come up with new novel solutions, but it will find solutions that are pre-existing, and it has been taught, aka trained. What are key concepts in AI?
That's a very good question. I will start with the prompt. So a prompt is the given input to an AI model to generate a response. Users provide text-based prompts to AI-powered assistants to receive accurate and in-context replies. AI model is the core engine of an AI system. It processes data, identifies the patterns, and generates outputs. These AI models require large data sets, as you perfectly mentioned, to learn and make accurate predictions. The quality of training data directly impacts the AI performance. In retail AI applications, such as demand forecasting and personalized marketing, rely heavily on high quality data. The inference is the process where a trained AI model applies its learned knowledge to new and unseen data. For instance, when recommendation engines suggest products based on a customer's browsing history, it's performing inference. And the last thing, which is very important, is the machine learning, which is a subset of AI focused on developing algorithms that enables machines to learn from data without explicit programming. Think of machine learning as teaching a machine how to bake cookies. In this case, ingredients would be the data, the recipe would be the algorithm, the oven itself, it refers to the model training, and the tasting would be the evaluation. So is it good or bad? I think these are the most important ones that we should cover here. What are some of the myths about AI?
So there are several myths about AI out there. One of them is that it will replace us in the labor force, and that's not exactly accurate. I think what's more accurate to say is that it will help everyday work by accelerating the process of finding information, allowing people to perform more higher value add activities such as creative thinking, which is something that AIs are not good at. Which actually brings me to the second most common myths out there, which is that AIs think like humans, and no, they don't. As I mentioned at the beginning, there are two types of intelligence in artificial intelligence, general and AI. General is like the human-like thinking, and they are not there yet, not that we know of. AIs do narrow intelligence, which means they can assimilate a lot of information and based on that information give you quick answers based on the probability that your question correlates with a certain type of answer. But they're not really thinking. It's more, like I said, a pattern matching algorithm. The third myth, talking about pattern matching, is that AIs are always right. Absolutely not true. Narrow intelligence based on information it has learned and then producing an output based on probabilities of matches has a known feature which such large language models produce, known as AI hallucination. That's when an AI provides an answer to a question it has no input data for, training data for. The problem is that the AI is adamant, certain that the answer it has provided is the answer and that it's correct, but in fact it's not. So that's something very, very important to keep in mind when you're using large language models, to always cross-check the replies you're getting.
Why should AI matter for retail executives?
So AI is very important in all different industries, retail as well. Because as I've said, it's accelerating a lot of the decision-making processes that retailers perform. This impacts practically every area of retail, talking about personalized customer experience, operational efficiency across the board, and the quality of decisions that are made, whether those decisions are based on relevant and up-to-date and current information, driven out of a vast pool of facts or knowledge, or using, similarly, past historical performance information about how different products sell over various seasonalities, for example, into a forecasting algorithm that's giving you a data-based scientific forecast on how future performance of those products will be in various parts of the retail chain. And with that kind of decision-making support, your teams can produce better decisions faster, which again adds to the overall operational efficiency of a retail organization. So in conclusion, I think what's most important for retailers today to keep in mind is that AI is no longer a buzzword. It's evolving faster and faster, and its current capabilities today are already far powerful enough to make a meaningful impact in the retailer business from beginning to end. And exploring these capabilities and possibilities is extremely timely, in the sense that in the near future there will be two kinds of businesses, not just retail, but specifically talking about retailers now. Those businesses that are successfully using and leveraging the power of AI, and everyone else. So which camp do you want to be in? In the ones that are competing against those who are using AI, or the ones that are using AI themselves? In the next episodes, we would like to explore specifically tools, engines, and agents that are AI algorithms built for a specific purpose. Looking at specific ones that are out there and are widely used today, such as DeepSeek, OpenAI, Manus, or Nathan, and understand what they are good at, what that means with specific retail use cases. For example, could we use such an AI agent to act like a, for example, merchandising user, and using your existing ERP system's UI front end, perform what a merchandiser does in a retailer business on a daily basis? Very interesting question. We will literally try this using such an agent. Another bit more technical use case is if you come up with or see and understand a need in your business, could you use AI to help you define that need, describe it in a way that it's an accurate enough specification for a specialized AI or agent, with the purpose of building that into a tool that you can then, going forward, use in your business with your users. There's a lot of other applications as well. If there is a specific use case you're interested in or a specific tool that you're interested in, please let us know, submit a request, and our team will explore current technology options and capabilities out there. So see you soon in our next episode.
Thank you, Gabo. That was very insightful. If you like this content and if you want to get more of this, please hit the subscribe button and get notified from my next episode. Thank you for your time. See you soon.